Music can set a scene and transport listeners to faraway places. Today we're looking at 10 podcast music tracks to build ambience and grab your audience's attention. All items featured today are available with a subscription to Envato Elements. You can find the link in the description below. Number 10. Crazy Fiesta by Studio Monkey has maracas, congas, and just the right amount of cowbell to prime your audience for a high-energy or Latin-flavored podcast. Number 9. Energetic sport rock by Morning Light Music feels like the entry song for a WWE wrestler, or the start of a top 10 ridiculous sports plays compilation. Use it to kick off any podcast themed around action sports, vehicles, grilling, or other man stuff. Number 8. Trap by Nicken explodes into existence with enough attitude to send weaker-willed listeners running for cover. The track is a 1-2 punch of brass and hard-hitting bass that'll open up any gaming or workout podcast with gusto. Number 7. Slow things way down with Lost in Nowhere by AG Soundtracks. The harmonious tones are guaranteed to fill your listeners' minds with images of babbling brooks and zenned-out squirrels. Number 6. Whoever said Vaporwave is dead has never listened to Vaporwave Aesthetic by Luca Francini. Smooth jazz and synthy, down-tempo elevator music combine to create a fitting opener for when you seek mellow and nostalgic vibes. Number 5. If you're looking for an all-purpose track for a financial or health-related podcast, Inspiring Upbeat Corporate Track by Matt Steiner stands out from the pack. It's got muted guitar plucking, rolling piano, single chord strums, and just about everything else you'd want from an inoffensive, energizing tune. Number 4. Cute Robot Theme by AG Soundtracks is an infectiously playful track featuring woodwind melodies and tiptoeing strings. The tune would work beautifully to build atmosphere for a storytelling podcast a la Radiolab or This American Life, or for a podcast geared towards children. Number 3. What list of stock music tracks would be complete without a song chock full of whistling, ukulele, and people shouting "hey"? Indie Ukulele Summer Background by Stock Waves will inject your podcast with a healthy dose of folksy Americana. Number 2. Break out the prayer flags and patchouli. Enlightened Mind by Schwartz Sound will teleport you to a balmy, warmly lit sanctuary swathed in tapestries and wisps of incense smoke. Get your yoga, mindfulness, spirituality, or travel podcast started with this Eastern-themed track. Number 1. Rumor has it that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson once called cinematic hip-hop his personal anthem. Another rumor is that author Luca Francini actually is The Rock. While Mr. Johnson so far hasn't responded to our repeated requests for comment on these claims, there's no denying that this epic track would bombastically open a sports, music, or action-oriented podcast. That wraps up our countdown of the 10 best podcast music tracks for 2019. All the items featured in this video are linked in the description below. Do you think The Rock is secretly an Envato Elements contributor? Weigh in the comments, and like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And if you're looking for tunes that could work well with your videos, we've got the 10 best YouTube music tracks up next.